Hello and welcome. I'm your host Aditi Singh and you're watching My India. India aims to become a developed nation by 2047, with the government focusing on attracting investments, boosting industries and services, and creating more opportunities for its people. In the first budget of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's third term, key decisions were made to strengthen the economy and generate jobs and investment opportunities.
Business and political leaders have praised Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's budget, her eighth and the first under Modi's third term. The budget aims to position India as a developed nation by 2047, focusing on the middle class to boost domestic demand by slashing personal tax rates. People earning up to 1.28 million rupees, approximately 14,800 USD annually, will be exempt from taxes, up from 700,000 rupees, approximately 8,140 USD. Tax rates are also lowered for higher incomes. To offset revenue loss, capital spending will increase to 11.21 trillion rupees, approximately 135 billion USD in 2025 to 2026, up from 10.18 trillion rupees, approximately 122 billion USD.
ये हर भारतीय के सपनों को पूरा करने वाला बजट है। हमने कई सेक्टर्स युवाओं के लिए खोल दिए हैं। सामान्य नागरिक विकसित भारत के मिशन को ड्राइव करने वाला है। ये बजट एक फोर्स मल्टीप्लायर है। ये बजट सेविंग्स को बढ़ाएगा, इन्वेस्टमेंट को बढ़ाएगा, कंजम्पशन को बढ़ाएगा और ग्रोथ को भी तेजी से बढ़ाएगा।
The Budget 2025 lays the foundation for transforming India's industrial and logistics landscape, focusing on manufacturing, warehousing, and supply chains. The integration of PM Gati Shakti's digital infrastructure, Bharat TradeNet for international trade, and air cargo enhancements will reduce logistics costs and boost efficiency. These measures, aligned with Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, aim to reduce import dependency and improve India's competitiveness in global trade.
This was the full-fledged budget. After the government won election, they have shown the roadmap for the next 4 or 5 years, how they are going to focus on Make in India, focusing on the export promotion, focusing on SMEs, and how do you focus on 1 lakh SMEs and increased the credit enhancement for them. For the large corporate and infrastructure sector, they have authorized NAFED to issue the credit enhancement.
I do think that the focus area of this budget on private sector investment, public-private participation, as well as the fact that the middle class will be encouraged to spend more, I think all of these are huge positives. Also, the fact that the government now so openly acknowledges, if you see this economic survey in the last, the government has openly acknowledged what it needs to do and what it's not doing so well. And then for the government to then come out and say, we acknowledge this is a bottleneck and we'll address it, I think that's a positive too.
The government has announced key measures for the agriculture, insurance, and manufacturing sectors. To boost agriculture, a national mission will promote high-yielding crops, focusing on pulses and cotton. The subsidized credit limit for farmers has been increased to 500,000 rupees, approximately 5,700, from 300,000 rupees, approximately 3,500. In the insurance sector, the FDI limit has been raised from 74% to 100% to increase penetration and attract foreign investment. A national manufacturing mission is proposed to support Make in India, focusing on industries including micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs. The government will also help establish India as a global toy hub, emphasizing clusters, skills, and a sustainable manufacturing ecosystem. To boost the footwear and leather sector, a focused product scheme will support design, component manufacturing, and machinery for non-leather footwear, alongside leather products. These measures aim to create jobs, increase turnover, and boost exports.
We are a nation of very entrepreneurial people. The problem has always been availability of capital. And we were excessively dependent on foreign capital till now. As a startup ecosystem, where nearly 85% of all capital that went into the startup ecosystem last year was foreign capital. Only 15% was domestic capital. And now, with this fund of funds scheme, with the credit guarantee going up from 10 crores to 20 crores, both equity and debt capital will be available in more abundance to the domestic startup ecosystem and founders.
The finance minister also emphasized tourism's role in job creation, with initiatives to improve infrastructure, skill development, and ease of travel. The Ministry of Tourism's budget for 2025 to 2026 has been significantly increased to 2,541 crore rupees, approximately 305 million USD, up from 850 crore rupees, approximately 102 million USD in 2024 to 2025. This funding will enhance tourism infrastructure, improve travel, and ensure safety, especially for women, while developing the top 50 tourist destinations in collaboration with states. The 2025 budget outlines a transformative vision for India's growth, focusing on job creation, infrastructure, and boosting domestic industries.
India and Indonesia, bound by history and the Indo-Pacific's crucial sea lanes, are deepening their strategic and economic partnership. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto's visit to New Delhi has propelled collaboration in defense, maritime security, and trade. With a shared vision for regional stability, both nations are breaking economic barriers to forge stronger business ties.
India and Indonesia, sharing a key maritime border in the Indo-Pacific, play a vital role in regional security and trade. Their deep-rooted cultural ties, shaped by Indian epics and religions, have fostered a strong bilateral relationship. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto's recent visit to India marked a milestone in strengthening defense and maritime cooperation. Key agreements signed during the visit reinforced their strategic partnership, addressing regional security challenges and enhancing collaboration in the Indo-Pacific.
आज राष्ट्रपति प्रबोवो के साथ आपसी सहयोग के विभिन्न पहलुओं पर व्यापक चर्चा हुई। रक्षा क्षेत्र में सहयोग बढ़ाने के लिए हमने तय किया कि डिफेंस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और सप्लाई चेन में साथ काम किया जाएगा। हमने मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी, साइबर सिक्योरिटी, काउंटर टेररिज्म और डी-रेडिकलाइजेशन में सहयोग पर भी बल दिया है। आज मैरीटाइम सेफ्टी और सिक्योरिटी में हुए समझौते से क्राइम प्रिवेंशन, सर्च एंड रेस्क्यू और कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग में हमारा सहयोग और मजबूत होगा।
The India-Indonesia relationship, rooted in shared histories of resistance against colonial powers, mutual respect for democracy, and a commitment to pluralism, has flourished since India's Look East and Act East policies. Prime Minister Modi's 2018 Jakarta visit cemented their ties with a comprehensive strategic partnership and endorsed the shared vision of India-Indonesia maritime cooperation. Indonesia values India's long-standing support and friendship.
Indonesia considers India a long-time friend. In our struggle for independence, history tells us that India was one of the first strong supporter of our independence struggle. India sent assistance, financial aid, medical aid in our struggle for independence. Many Indian leaders supported us in our critical time. Therefore, even now, the embassy of the Republic of Indonesia is on a land donated by the Indian government.
India and Indonesia are working to overcome technical trade barriers hindering economic exchanges. At the India-Indonesia CEO Forum in New Delhi, a joint statement highlighted 5 key sectors for collaboration: healthcare, food and agriculture, manufacturing, energy, and technology. Both nations emphasized simplifying regulations to enhance business cooperation and ease of trade.
Indonesia, as a big leader of the ASEAN grouping, truly has tremendous potential to further strengthen the relation between ASEAN and India. Businesses have an opportunity to bring our two countries closer together. Businesses recognize practical requirements, and I hope businesses will become the voice for greater engagement and greater partnership between the two countries.
Building on the momentum of recent talks, President Prabowo Subianto's recent visit to India as the chief guest at the 76th Republic Day marked a pivotal moment in deepening the strategic bond between the two nations. With cooperation flourishing across key sectors, the future of India-Indonesia relations shines brighter than ever, paving the way for shared prosperity and progress.
Now, let's take you to Jammu and Kashmir, where an extraordinary display of unity, love and devotion unfolded. The 53rd annual Urs of the revered Sufi saint Baji Ismail once again brought together people from diverse backgrounds, bridging religious and cultural divides. Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs and Christians gathered to honor the saint's legacy, exemplifying true faith and communal harmony.
Situated at the confluence of Rajouri and Riasi district in Jammu and Kashmir, the 53rd annual Urs of the revered Sufi saint Baji Ismail stands as a powerful testament to the unifying strength of faith. Devotees from all walks of life, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs and Christians gathered at his sacred shrine, a symbol of peace, harmony and the timeless message of love embedded in Sufism.
यहाँ लंगर भी एक है और दूसरी बात यह है कि यहाँ हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख सब मज़हब के लोग यहाँ पर आते हैं। आपको पता है ये ज़िला रियासी में पड़ता है और यहाँ पर आपस में इत्तेफाक, प्यार, मोहब्बत और इन बाजी साहिबान का बड़ा एक असर है। बेला लिहाज, रंगो, नस्ल, मजहब, मिलत, हिंदू, मुस्लिम सब लोग इनको मानते हैं और इनका बड़ा एहतराम करते हैं और माशाल्लाह ये लोग यहाँ पर बड़ी खिदमत अंजाम दे रहे हैं।
On the serene grounds of Jandi Mood, thousands united in devotion, offering prayers for peace, prosperity and communal brotherhood across Jammu and Kashmir and beyond. The event was more than a religious observance. It was a heartfelt celebration of human connection, where faith becomes a bridge for unity and hope. The atmosphere was filled with warmth, not only from the prayers but also from the food shared among all, further strengthening the spirit of togetherness.
जहाँ पे ओरस होता है तो हम हर साल पे यहाँ पे आते ही आते हैं और ऐसे भी आते रहते हैं। हमारी जो भी है मनोकामनाएं पूरी होती हैं। हम हिंदू परिवार से हैं। हम सारे जो भी है हमारे जो भी रिलीजियस हैं हम सब फॉलो करते हैं।
The 53rd annual Urs of Baji Ismail reminds us that faith has the power to heal divisions and cultivate a deep sense of brotherhood, showing how love and unity can triumph over division in today's world.
Now, let's delve into World in Focus, featuring the latest global developments and events shaping our world.
A new exhibition in Tokyo Hokusai Another Story uses advanced technology to bring the iconic works of Japanese artist Katsushika Hokusai to life. Visitors can step into immersive scenes of nature and village life from the Edo period, with technology recreating the texture of his prints and simulating sensations like walking on a beach or crossing a rickety bridge. Hokusai, known for his vibrant depictions of Mount Fuji and the famous The Great Wave of Kanagawa, is a key figure in art history, whose work inspired the Japonisme movement. The exhibition, which opened on February 1 at Tokyo Plaza, Shibuya, runs until June 1 and has been popular with both locals and international visitors, particularly families. Interactive elements such as children stepping on and cracking fake ice in winter scenes make the experience enjoyable for all ages. This exhibition is part of a wider trend of immersive art in Tokyo, attracting more tourists to Japan. A historic Mercedes race car, the W196R Stormlinion wagon, sold for $53.01 million at an auction on February 1, 2025. This car, one of only 4 in existence, was sold by RM Sotheby's at the Mercedes Museum in Stuttgart, Germany, on behalf of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The car was driven by Formula One legends Sterling Moss and Juan Manuel Fangio in 1955. It had a price estimate of over 50 million euros, and after rapid bidding, the final price reached 46.5 million euros, including the buyer's premium. The buyer was not immediately revealed. This W196R was the first to be sold with its rare streamlined body. In 1955, Fangio used a similar car to win the Buenos Aires Grand Prix, marking the end of Mercedes' involvement in motorsport for a while after the tragic Le Mans disaster. Mercedes returned to Formula One in the 1990s.
Many warriors lose mobility in the line of duty, but their spirit remains unshaken. Today we visit the Army Paraplegic Rehabilitation Center in Pune, where India's bravest rise above their challenges, proving that true courage is never confined by physical limits.
Mridul Ghosh, a proud Indian Air Force member for 7 years, became quadriplegic after a duty-related accident. With a cervical fracture and complete paralysis below the neck, he required constant care, which was unavailable in his native place. In 2013, he moved to the Army Paraplegic Rehabilitation Center in Pune, where his life has transformed. With specialized care and support, he not only regained independence, but also pursued higher education, earned a computer diploma, and discovered his talent for mouth painting. What seemed insurmountable became a journey of resilience, achievement, and artistic expression.
तो ये सेंटर हमारे लिए एक वरदान है, आप बोल सकते हैं कि हम इस कंडीशन में जहाँ पे हम लोगों को 24 घंटा 2 आदमी का हेल्प चाहिए, इतना अमाउंट ऑफ हेल्प, इतना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और जो मोबिलिटी है, सब कुछ जो चाहिए इंडिविजुअली पॉसिबल नहीं है, लेकिन हम इस सेंटर में ये सब हम लोग को ईजिली अवेलेबल होता है। ये सेंटर हमारा बहुत अच्छा देखभाल करता है। हम जो भी जितना भी अकम्प्लिश कर पाए अपनी ज़िंदगी में इस हालत में, ये सेंटर के वजह से ही है।
The Army Paraplegic Rehabilitation Center was established in 1974, following the 1971 Bangladesh War, when many Indian soldiers suffered spinal cord injuries. As these heroes neared the end of their medical treatment, the need for a place offering more than just care became clear. The center was created to provide not only medical support, but also a sense of purpose, community, and dignity. Beyond physical rehabilitation, it offers opportunities for emotional healing, further education, and even skills like mouth painting and call center work. fostering camaraderie and mutual respect among soldiers.
And our main purpose is just not to look after them, to give them a purpose to live. That is very important, and that too with their heads held high, with full pride and dignity. So our aim is to inculcate in them a feeling of positivity, so that they know that it's not their disability but the ability that counts. And they lead an independent life with full pride and dignity with their heads high. Now, to give them a purpose to live, automatically you have something to do. Otherwise, it's not possible.
The center has been a pioneer in wheelchair sports, hosting India's first national wheelchair competition in 1978. Since then, it has become a hub for adaptive sports, with residents excelling in various disciplines. Lance Nayak Suresh Kumar Karki, who was injured in an accident in 2004, rediscovered his passion for sports at the center. After joining in 2005, Karki excelled in wheelchair basketball and went on to captain the Indian para-basketball team, becoming a symbol of perseverance and pride for the country.
मैं मिलिट्री हॉस्पिटल में आया तो मुझे प्यारा फिजिकल रिहैब सेंटर के बारे में, फिर क्वीन मैरिज टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूट के बारे में सुना। यहाँ पे स्पोर्ट्स करते हैं, बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज़ होती है, तो उस टाइम मुझे पता लगा कि यहाँ पे भी स्पोर्ट्स होता है। तो मैं एक्चुअली में क्या था, पहले मतलब स्टार्टिंग से बचपन से मैं फुटबॉल खेला करता था, तो स्पोर्ट्स में मैं सेंटर टीम तक खेला हूँ। तो फिर मेरा स्पोर्ट्स में पहले से बहुत रुचि था। फिर यहाँ पे पता लगा कि मुझे बास्केटबॉल वगैरह खेलते हैं, तो फिर मैं भी MS क्रिकेट से ही जहाँ पे एडमिट था वहाँ से 2006 से आना शुरू किया मैंने यहाँ पे। फिर उनको जो सीनियर्स लोगों को खेलते हुए देखा, फिर उनको देखते हुए मैंने भी खेलना सीखा।
India has always honored its soldiers, not just on the battlefield, but in their journey after their service as well. The Paraplegic Rehabilitation Center in Karki is a testament to this commitment. It stands as a home of hope, perseverance, and inspiration, where the indomitable spirit of India's armed forces shines. Here, every wheelchair symbolizes sacrifice, every game played is a victory over adversity, and every resident is a hero, proving that strength is defined not by mobility, but by willpower.
Indian fashion designers are captivating the world, weaving heritage into contemporary style. Leading the charge, Sabyasachi Mukherjee marked his silver jubilee with a breathtaking collection, showcasing how he has grown his brand into a global luxury powerhouse. Platforms like Lakme Fashion Week and Haute Couture continue to highlight the talent, artistry and history of Indian couture. With every stitch, Indian couturiers strengthen India's legacy in global fashion. Take a look.
Draped in exquisite artistry, models brought India's heritage to life as Sabyasachi marked 25 iconic years in fashion. A symphony of floral motifs, intricate patterns, and shimmering embellishments dazzled the runway, blending tradition with modern elegance. Style icons like Deepika Padukone, Sonam Kapoor, Alia Bhatt, and Bipasha Basu, alongside the timeless Shabana Azmi, adorned his signature ensembles, embodying the essence of regal glamour. As the curtain fell at Mumbai's Geo World Center, Sabyasachi's collection didn't just showcase couture, it told a story, stitching India's cultural legacy into every thread.
I think he was very courageous to comment on a designer that we know and admire, and he had a lot of new ideas and a lot of things that made us surprised. This was India, and that's what you want in fashion, something that's new and fresh.
The world now looks to India as Indian designers transcend boundaries, showcasing traditional craftsmanship on a global stage. From Lakme Fashion Week and India Couture Week to Paris Haute Couture, they leave an indelible mark, blending heritage with modernity in breathtaking ways. At the recent Paris Haute Couture showcase, Indian visionaries like Gaurav Gupta and Rahul Mishra once again captivated audiences with their extraordinary designs. Rahul Mishra, inspired by Carl Sagan's The Pale Blue Dot, unveiled a mesmerizing collection, a tribute to our planet and commentary on its future.
India is a country, like when we showcase at Paris Haute Couture Week, I think 80% of the clothes which are shown on runway are made in India. And they all are hand embroidered in India. So India is mother of couture in that way. So, for us as a brand, for sure, like it has been more than 10 years when we started showcasing in Paris, from ready to wear now to haute couture. And it feels like really great that we are able to put, an Indian brand out there. It has been more than 10 seasons now in Paris for us.
The collection featured exquisite traditional hand embroidery, his signature, utilizing artisans throughout India. Indian designers are making waves globally, seamlessly blending culture with international fashion. According to the India Brand Equity Foundation, a government-backed organization, India's fast fashion industry is projected to soar to $50 billion USD by 2031, while the textile market is expected to grow at a 10% compound annual growth rate, reaching $350 billion USD by 2030.
India is the flavor all over the world in so many different things, but where it comes to fashion, this is a very recent change that we are seeing. And I, for one, am really proud that this change is taking place. For example, our people are now regularly taking part in not only in different fashion weeks around the world, they are also taking part in various trade shows, be it in Paris, be it in London, be it in Milan, or even in New York or Los Angeles for that matter. So I am happy that a very wide spectrum of people are going all over from India, and we are suddenly we've become more prominent as a nation of designers who are participating.
With each stitch, weave, and embellishment, India is not just making its mark, but also redefining luxury for a global audience. The future of Indian fashion is luminous, and its journey on the international stage has only just begun.
Platforms like Lakme Fashion Week continue to showcase India's rich couture legacy, enhancing its global influence. And with that, we wrap up today's episode of My India. We will see you next week at the same time. Till then, goodbye and take care.